Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to answer some of your questions about my move into Miami video. If you guys do or have been here before, I kind of did take a hiatus, but guys, it's so hard not to be lazy. When there, like, that's something I even mentioned in my last video. When there's no one around you where you can actually that's gonna push you and motivate you, you have to find that motivation inside, and I have not found it. Sorry for the beat, but I'm gonna answer your questions left under the first Miami video I did. I'm gonna answer those questions. If I've answered it already, I'm gonna answer it again so everyone can see it. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna use my phone because I'm gonna look at my comments through my phone. So let's get into it. Someone said heard the accent in the beginning and subscribe immediately. All love, all love, all love. Okay. Someone asked me if I took real estate classes in Connecticut or Florida. Since I really have this kind of has to do with moving, but yeah, I took real estate classes in Connecticut. I never took the test, so I'm not a real estate agent. I probably should take the test, right? I think I have till the end of the year to take it, or else it's a dub. But it's like if I take the test, I'm gonna be a real estate agent in Connecticut, but I live in Florida, so it's just a little bit much. And I don't know if I want to be a real estate agent as much as I want to do real estate development and real estate like short-term and long-term rentals. So I'm not a real estate agent yet, and I don't know if I ever will be. But I did take the classes in Connecticut. But Connecticut and Florida has this reciprocity type of agreement where if you do move from Connecticut with a real estate license in Connecticut, you can just take the state portion of the Florida exam and you could be able to be a real estate agent here just by taking the state portion. How much is it for the rent of the apartment? My apartment is between, say, $1,800 and $2,000. It's a one-bedroom. I do not have any roommates. What do you do for a living? Are there jobs for college students? So what I do for a living is I am an audit analyst. I work remotely now. Actually, just got switched like last week. But I did work in Connecticut, and I kind of moved here without telling my boss. But you know, once I spoke to him and let him know that I do want to stay here, he was cool with it, and he allowed me to switch to remote. Oh, and are there jobs for college students? So there's jobs for anyone, I think, anywhere. It's just a matter of looking into it and making sure you're actually applying like effectively to these jobs. But there's jobs for all kinds of students everywhere. Miami, Florida is a big city, so you're gonna find jobs, internships, all of that. Especially because the finance market or whatever is kind of not moving here, but yes, kind of moving here. Do you mind sharing your realtor? Every time someone asks me if I mind sharing my realtor, I didn't use a realtor specifically, but there was someone that did help me in the beginning, but I didn't really go with the choice that I made with him. But he's great. So if you guys want to know my realtor or someone that I do like, you can comment below and I will. Or you can follow me on Instagram and I'll just tag his Instagram, okay? What do you do for a living to be able to afford a lifestyle? I just work as an audit analyst. I don't get paid too much, but I save and then I do some other little stock stuff on the side. That's kind of my safety net. So I wouldn't suggest coming here unless you can afford, you know, the lifestyle you want to live times 2, times 3, because things come up. Like even last week I had to spend like $800 on fixing my car. I didn't expect it, but if it wasn't for the other saving and stuff that I do on the side, I wouldn't be able to afford it, and then all my other living expenses. Then that's just being real. I trade stocks and make around 100K a year with no 9-to-5 jobs. Do you think I will be eligible? As long as you claim your income from your stocks on your W-2 and you have proof of that, you'll be eligible. If you make 6 figures, baby, 100K a year, I don't even make that, so good to you. Someone said something about driving Uber or Postmates to get money. Yes, Uber is a big thing here because it's a city not a lot of people drive. So Uber Eats, DoorDash, all that stuff, you can make money from that here. But just be careful with the parking. Like parking, you have to pay a lot of the times. It's kind of really tricky and funny when you live in the city. From New York today, where can we find a real estate agent? If you are one, can I DM? I'm not a real estate agent. I wish. I don't wish, but it'd be nice. I paid $500 for the class. It'd be nice to be after a real estate agent, right? Someone asked me if I'm okay. Is it because I took a hiatus? I am okay. I'm well. I'm alive. I'm doing good. But I take it one day at a time. But today I'm feeling good, which is why I'm making this video, because I'm feeling good. Okay? Thanks for asking though. That's so sweet. Someone said this apartment is for $1,500. It's not. It's not for $1,500. No, it's not. Yeah. Someone said after the high-rise collapsed in Miami because they cut corners since it was built on drug money, like most of the buildings there, I wouldn't put my kids in there. There are better places. So I believe you that most of these buildings are built on drug money, money laundering, all that stuff. We already know. Okay, that's great. I do not have any kids, so I will not be putting any kids in no high-rise. I don't have any. Also, I like the safety of a high-rise, especially being a woman and alone in a city. So you do you, but for me, I like it this way. Sorry. Someone said, am I Jamaican? I am. Everything's saying to not move to Miami because the cost is really bad, but I really want to move. You have to do what you want to do for you at the end of the day. Do not do anything for anyone else, because I promise to God, you're gonna regret it. Like, don't do nothing for anyone. Do what you want to do all the time. Risks are meant to be taken, and I believe that. If you want to move and no one else wants you to move, F them. Like, who are they? Like, they're not you. They're not living your life. So move if you want to move, sis. That's it. Michelle actually said, hey girl, I just found your channel and I love your content. And I'm trying to move to Miami this year. How was your experience getting an apartment in the city? So very difficult. That's why I suggest a real estate agent. The people, especially in my building, are not so the thing that you're not gonna get, especially if you're moving from the north, are the fact that there's a lot of HOAs, homeowners associations here. So you have to go through channels to get your questions answered. A lot of times when you're talking to the people at the front desk, they don't know shit. And they have to go through crazy channels to even get to where they can answer those questions for you. It's very difficult to get questions answered. It's difficult. I want to make this like, so it was easy to look at the apartments. You can do virtual tours. You can actually come if you want to. That's very easy. Once you put an inquiry on an apartment, there 1,000 real estate agents are going to text you. That is very easy. Apartments go very quickly, especially because everyone's moving to the south. The whole process is just is tedious as hell. Like in my first video, if I didn't watch my first video, go ahead and do that, because all of that stuff like comes into play. Income, you have to get a guarantor if you're not if you don't make enough. You have to prove income. You have to go through these channels, and because it's an HOA, they're rigid rules. You cannot bend the rules. It's not like with a landlord for a three-story apartment building where you're just kind of like, yo, I swear I never made these mistakes. That's not the case. Like, there's channels, like I said, that you can't get to, and the rules are super duper rigid. And I do live in an apartment building. These aren't condos, and for condos it'd probably be a little bit different, but either way, HOAs are involved in both, and it's very difficult. Like, rules cannot be bent. So make sure you're ready and have everything prepared, and the apartment you're looking at, of course, is within your budget. At least the rent is 3 times less than you make, so that way you don't come across any hiccups. They want a lot. Get a real estate agent, okay? And I can do a separate video on my entire process if you like. If you'd like to see that, definitely comment that below. But it's a lot, so definitely get a real estate agent, or else you're gonna be stressed. Granted, I was able to move in a month, so clearly it wasn't that stressful, but it was annoying as hell. Even after I moved in, there was some paperwork that I have to redo, and annoyed, okay? Someone said, finding your channel is a godsend. I'm also Jamaican. I live in Connecticut trying to move. I work in finance. I do see the New York shift. Can you talk more about the job scene? Can I talk more about job scene? So there's a lot of finance jobs here. There's a huge accounting firms on South Miami Ave. I saw like 2 of them, or 1 or 2 of them, whatever. There's a lot of finance jobs here in Brickell. So the job scene, there's a lot of open jobs. There are jobs here. Definitely there are jobs here. The pay is probably not what you're used to in New York, but there are jobs here. Someone said, okay. And they said, leaving a cushy job to go where wages are way less has me on edge, but ask me if I still want to go. So yeah, you gotta do what you want to do. Like, yes, you might take a pay cut, but you can transfer with your company. If you transfer with your company, I don't think they can reduce your salary. You know, I think that's a law somewhere. Yeah, so you have to do what you want to do at the end of the day. Money isn't everything, so if you're gonna take a pay cut and you still want to move, just move. Do what makes you happy at the end of the day. Always do that. And scenery is very, very important. It won't change any troubles or, you know, obstacles you have in your life, but it's going to give you a new outlook, okay? And it's very important to go away, move away, and learn yourself, find yourself. So I think move regardless of the pay cut. But I think that if you have like a job, if you have a job, you can transfer down here, maybe transfer to remote. Speak to them about that, because I've noticed that a lot more companies are open to you going to remote. I'm sure everyone has noticed as well. So speak to them about that, so that way you don't have to take the pay cut, okay? That is an option. All right, let's see what else. Someone asked, is this a 1-bedroom apartment? Yes, it is a 1-bedroom apartment. Do I know of any job opportunities? I'm gonna put it as blunt as I can. I'm trying to find a job myself, sis. Like, I have a job, but I'm trying to find another one to like replace this one. And it's hard for me because I'm lazy and I don't put the effort into applying that I should. Resume matters, cover letters, and I hate cover letters. What the hell is the point of a cover letter? Resume, you have to tailor your resume to the job description. So if they have keywords and you see words that they repeat, you need to put that in your resume. You need to, every resume needs to be tailored to each job. And I don't have the energy for that, so that's my problem. But do that. And cover letters are important as well. So I say that you won't have a problem finding a job. I do, but that's because I'm not putting the effort in. If you put the effort in and it's something you really want, you will find one, okay? Especially if you don't have a job, I'm telling you, y'all will find a job. But because I have a job, it's kind of like, I have a job, I'm lazy, so I'm not putting the full effort that I need to put in to actually find, you know, my most desirable job. So anyways, I hope I answered some of you guys' questions. I probably already answered them, but of course I want everyone to see it or hear it or see how I actually reacted to those questions, because this is real. This is exactly how I react to those questions. I will do a part 2 if I see any more questions come up. I know there's a lot of questions I missed because I have like 3-4 videos on Miami. So I'm probably going to look through that and see if I can do a more structured video. So this was kind of like, you know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys come back next time.